Hi everybody and welcome to my last match of this Seaside-Mix tournament in the Swiss stage that is, but I can't reach enough points to get into top 8. So we'll just play this for fun. So what do we have here on this board? There's Count for trashing. There's some draw with Courtyard and Dens of Sin, and you can gain villas for actions. There's also innovation. Patron also gives you villagers. And I think for the opening we can do the Night Watchman silver opening to guarantee 5 and then get the count. Well, it would have been nice to have the 4-3, then we could have done the same just with opening Patron instead of silver, but it's fine. I'm playing with Personman, as you can see, by the way. Forgot to mention that in the beginning. So let's see if it does the same or if he has something else in mind. Yeah, he goes for the same kind of opening. Okay, here we'll buy the count. 3 isn't like totally inspiring here. Could just be a Courtyard. And oh, this is also not the best hand to trash with our count. Could trash 2 coppers, I guess, but I mean, down here there's 2 coppers in an estate. Might just buy a Den of Sin here and wait for a better opportunity to trash. And we don't want to play the Night Watchman to not trigger this shuffle. There's also, I guess, innovation at some point will also be nice. Like innovating patrons, or maybe Jester could be a thing to do. This will be another den, and then we will get a nice hand to trash here with our count. So let's discard the silver, leave the other stuff, like well, actually no, we can there's also a courtyard down there that we don't want to play, right? So we can, with our count, discard silver and courtyard, and then trash the rest of the hand. And then we don't trigger the shuffle. So we'll get to trash 2 coppers and 2 estates here. That's good. Well, another thing to do might be playing the courtyard and then buying a villa, but well, then we can play the silver, but we'll also have to play 2 coppers to get enough money. So that doesn't really do anything for us. And if we draw like our Den of Sin that's in there, we can't play it because we want to trash with this count. So just discard silver, courtyard, and then trash. And this is another hand to trash. Good opportunity. Can top deck the courtyard and trash our last estate, 2 more coppers. Then we might wanna get some Jesters in our deck. They could hit nice stuff. So Jester discarding, like Jester hitting Patron doesn't even give them a coffers, I think, because Jester doesn't say reveal. Of course it gets revealed because it will then be the top card of the discard, but it's not a reveal in Patron's sense. Yeah, innovation, actually, like we want a Jester, and then if we hit 6 we want to buy innovation because we could give us the opportunity to innovate stuff that we get from Jester. He gets another nice trash in, so he's pretty much clean now. Still got some coppers, but not many. So we will have exactly 5 in this hand, which is a good number to hit. Then we'll buy a Jester. Place his count again. See if he goes for the Jester as well. And here think we're only gonna play one Den of Sin to balance them out and top deck the other one. Well, I mean, we have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in our deck then. 9 with the Jester we buy, and we'll be drawing 7 of those 9. If like Jester and Courtyard bottom deck, it's sad, but if we have either of those in our hand, we are happy. Can also play the Courtyard too, and then buy Villa, and then play the Jester afterwards, so I think that's fine. And yeah, we can even top deck the Jester. Discard the Count, we don't want it in this hand, I think. And here, if we hit 6, I think we buy Innovation. He went for a second Den last turn over the Jester. I guess he trashed all his coppers. No, played 2 last turn. Well, he must have gained and trashed 1 at some point. That's why there are 11 coppers in there, or like twice. Because I put 4 in there, so there's 7 coppers in there from him in the trash. So must have gained copper twice, and then because he still has 2. So we hope that our Jester can hit something nice, preferably the Patron, I would say, but hitting like Den is also fine, or other stuff. So let's see if he buys 1 as well. Yeah, he does. Okay, so I think we're gonna play the Jester and then buy Innovation. I don't want that. He can have it. And discard these. So, well, we get 1 as well. At least it goes to hand. It this might be a spot where we can count again. Like, oh, let's see what our Jester hits. Because it would be nice to get rid of those Night Watchmen and also the last coppers. We won't be able to play our Den then. He does this sort of this stuff. Okay, so we'll play the Jester, see what we can hit. a haven. Yeah, we can gain that and just innovate it. So how do we do this? Could set aside Den of Sin. Playing the courtyard, we'll have to top deck like a copper. We can buy a villa, and then we could count top deck the villa and trash the rest. I think that's fine. So let's do it like this. And top deck the villa and trash this hand. Now we're nice and thin. It's got a 50-50 chance to hit our Jester here if he plays his Jester. And the other thing down there is a Den of Sin, so he's got two really nice targets now for his Jester. So we got well, he didn't have any dens in play, so he's not guaranteed to have it, right? But he does find it. He had it in his hand. So let's see if we can hit something nice with our Jester. I think we also want a second one. Because he also has a thin deck, so Jester should hit fairly often. So let's see what he buys here. Maybe he wants innovation as well, if he can afford it on this turn. I think it's quite nice to have it. Yeah, he does buy it. And can innovate a haven straight away, which is a nice thing to do. Okay, so play this villa, play the courtyard. What do we want to top deck? Guess we wanna balance these dens again, because well, now we're really thin. I don't need both of them in play again, at the same time. See what we can hit. It's a haven. Well, let's innovate that. And this will be a village for us. We can set aside, doesn't really matter, I guess, what we set aside and what we top deck, but let's set aside one of the dens. And top deck, so we'll have 8. 8 could be Villa plus Jester. I think another Villa is fine. I would like my Jesters to hit something different than Havens eventually. But got 2 now, so that becomes more likely. Yeah, like something like that would be pretty good. Wouldn't mind hitting dens also, or like courtyard. Patron would also be nice. So actually, well, no. I was gonna say, did matter what I put aside with my Haven versus what I top decked, because, well, that's in my deck and could technically be hit, but it's in my hand, so won't be hit. And yeah, he has a really good turn here. Really nice turn. Gonna probably give that to me, or at least I would, I think, in his position. Well, maybe he can use that silver to buy something. Well, I'm happy I don't have to take one, because the draw is somewhat weak on this board. Buys another den and plays 3 of them. So let's see what these Jesters can hit. Down here there's the Villa and the Jester. I think I wanna draw with this Haven first. Draw the second Villa, that's nice. Gonna set aside a copper. and see if we can hit anything with Jester. Oh, that's nice. Let's gain this and novate it. Okay, so here we need to play the villa, right? I guess top deck the Count. Should leave us with 10, which could be like a Den and a Jester. Sure, I'll take it. Maybe, I'm not sure, it could have also been just 2 Dens instead of the 3rd Jester, but there's lots of potentially nice targets. He will have no trouble. Well, that's nice that he hits a Haven here. And not some of the better stuff in there. Like this. So this game can certainly just 3-pile on Jester hits soon. Gotta watch out for that. But it's not really something you can control easily. Yeah, that courtyard. Oh, he gives it to me. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe he feels like he doesn't need it. But I certainly wanted another courtyard, so I'm happy to get it for free. Need to, well, got quite a lot of terminals in our deck now. There's always Villa, of course, to the rescue. Yeah, these piles are getting low. Jesters, Villas and Dens getting quite low. So maybe we need to score on our turn. Let's see if he buys like 2 Dens here, or maybe even 3 of them, but well, then I could see like a lucky 3-pile on Jesters and Havens for me. So certainly has to think about that here. There's also count to gain duchies when you need points. Something to keep in mind. Not sure I can draw through because my courtyard got flipped. And there's also no Haven in there, right? Not sure. Oh, he gains this gives him a Den. That was a nice flip also. Let's see what his buys are. Now I could get around to my courtyard. Goes for more dense province maybe. Everything else seems kind of risky, like, well, at least if he also gets this then, but seems hesitant to do so. He does take the den and the duchy on top. With a bit of luck, there might be some 3-pile for me. So we draw the courtyard. That is good. Okay. Let's see what we can hit with this Jester. Well, that didn't do anything so far. Okay, nice. We can innovate that. And gain this. Okay, so down here there's another Jester. We want to play that. And we've got a villager. I think we want to use that. Well, let's play this haven first to make sure we find it. Set aside one of these courtyards. Well, not sure actually. Like the courtyard, depending on what the Jester hits, the courtyard could also be useful to draw up what we hit. So set aside copper, I guess. Okay, well, there's a haven. Let's do it like this for now. I can draw it back up. I want to buy a villa after this. Okay. So we buy the villa. Draw this Jester up. Top deck this, I guess. Okay, let's see, like if we hit 2 Jesters, could also hit a villa here, like either of those, and then like 3 villas take 9 to pile. Plus the Jester, that's 14. And then we also need to score, right? Not sure if we can do that, but I think we've got to continue with this. Well, let's say we hit a villa. We get an additional buy. We get a coin, which would bring us up to, oh well, we've got 6 here, then we would have 14. We can't break the tie, I guess. We are first player, so well, we could gain duchy on top, but can't score enough, I think. So maybe we should just province here. He's probably gonna end it on his turn with all these Jesters he's got in play and 4 Dens of Sin. Another thing is if we hit Jester, do we have enough then? Well, I'm not sure. Let's just set this aside, and I mean this. Let's just see how this goes. And we give out a curse, which is also nice, and do province duchy here. I mean, the outcome of this match isn't relevant to the rest of the standings, so at least not to the top 8 standings, so maybe I shouldn't maybe I should just play it out in these situations. I don't even know what I mean by that, but this is gonna be the win for him, I guess. 2 excellent Jester hits, of course they are also likely to hit those 2 things, because I have lots of Jesters in my deck and also some amount of villas. Surely should be the win, right? I'm not sure how much money he can produce, but I mean he can also just buy a province and 4 havens and gain a duchy with Count, which he should have in hand if it's not bottom decked. And yeah, there it is. So that's a GG. Okay, so takes the first one. I started this game, so gotta turn that around and find a new kingdom. Okay, here it is. Clear those. And this looks like a rather nice kingdom. Yeah, so last one was kind of close in the end. Didn't quite have the 3 pile, but with a bit more luck on the Jesters I could have had it. It was my only out anyway, I think, because he had all the dents. So I needed to try and end it on that turn. Okay, he starts this one, and here we've got page, and so champion and gear and stuff. Merchant guilds as payload later. So I think I'm gonna open plan on page. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Goes for the double page. Could also do like gear page. I think I like the plan on page. Might also let us trash more cards, because pages are easy to buy, don't hurt your deck. Not really, at least. Goes for the plan as well, but on something else, I would guess. There's also summon here, so like summoning gear would probably be a nice play when we hit like 5 on one of these turns or something of the like. Puts it on minstrels. I mean, they're good for early cycling, but apart from that I don't like it as much, because you will have actions anyway with champion, and then the minstrels are more or less not doing a whole lot. I think I'll just buy another page, get to trash here. This could actually be like a page tracker. It could also just be a minstrel. Well, I just said how I don't like minstrels, but like one is nice because we're gonna have the warrior soon, and I could buy gear on this next turn, not trigger the shuffle. I think that's alright. And he gets to summon if he wants to. Like summoning gear sounds pretty good. He goes for the merchant guild. Okay. So not gonna play this page and just well, could also go for like a second minstrel instead of the gear. Gonna be faster cycling. Not sure anyway. We'll have a warrior in our deck. Let's go for a second minstrel. There's the warrior. It's nice to see it on top of our deck. He gets to gain lots of silvers here, which I don't mind a lot, because that's all the nice stuff you want in your deck, apart from they get in the way. These 3 silvers is what I'm trying to say. Maybe they will help you summon, in which case they'll be okay. Like if I hit 5, I wanna summon gear for sure. And guess I'm decently likely to hit 5 with this hand, even if we don't find any minstrels here. Okay, that's a really nice draw. Actually, this could be page gear. There's 2 minstrels down there, so pretty likely to find some stuff, and I can get rid of the last estate. And do I want to turn this into a treasure hunter? I think so. Those flips were pretty okay, pretty friendly. They helped me. Oh. Like losing that silver is pretty fine actually. Just wanna get champion up and then get lots of gears and merchant guilds, I guess. Smugglers might also be a thing. There's another minstrel here. So do we want to play this minstrel? Down there there's page and treasure hunter and the gear. I think we do. Yep, alright. Only received 1 card there, so that's a really good time to turn in our treasure hunter. And here I think we want to summon a gear. And then afterwards get like merchant guilds or start on the merchant guilds. So we are like 1 turn ahead in getting to champion. That's good. Of course, well, maybe he'll flip the champion if we're unlucky, but That's not really likely. Doesn't even play the warrior here, so should be able to find it with this minstrel in our starting hand. So now we wanna buy merchant guilds and also ideally, I guess, summon gear every turn. Don't wanna set aside, I think. There's the champion, okay. So we've got 5, 8 at the moment. We wanna hit 10, I think, so don't set aside. And we do hit 10. It will be a merchant guild and a summoned gear. We wanna keep the warrior. Think. Do we wanna make a treasure hunter out of this? So he's probably gonna find his champion this turn. Does he have a treasure hunter still? Can't move this. Can't see it. So, well, the additional silvers do give us money, but I don't know. Let's turn it in. It's now or never. It's not like he will gain less stuff on the upcoming turns than on this turn. So either I keep it as a page or I turn it in now. And we have the only treasure hunter, so at least there won't be any silver bombs coming that way. So he's got 3 buys. If he finds the pouch, which he doesn't, so it's alright to turn it in. Nice to have the pouch in our opening hand. We want that for additional buys. Also summons gear. Don't want to set aside here. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so how much do we have? This is 8, 9, 10, 13. Down here there's a warrior and a wandering minstrel, so I think we're fine with 1 summon. So could be like merchant guild, summon gear and buy a gear. And exchange this for a warrior. So gears will soon be running. We might add in some dungeons after that, because we've got lots of yellow cards that we need to get through. Oh, he does here. That's good for us. I don't want to set aside now. Oh, that was a great minstrel discard. So we're gonna keep track of our discard. In there is 2 coppers and a silver for now. Let's see how much we can draw through. So we almost can draw our deck. What do we want to buy on this turn? We would like to summon a gear and then buy maybe like 2 merchant guilds and a gear. We'd need $18 for that, and we have, this is 6, 10, 12, 16, 18. Alright, so we could also draw with this gear and leave 1 bad card on top. Don't think we want to do that, do we? Let's just set aside this gear. Do it like this. Summon the gear, buy a gear, buy 2 merchant guilds, and keep those. So we've got 4 merchant guilds to 3, and now piles will start to look low. See what he buys. We've got a lot more gears in our deck than he has. Also 2 warriors against 1, so we've got the better draw. Maybe we can set up for a pile out on this turn. The right buys, like set up for a pile out on the next turn with the right buys. Buys 2 merchant guilds and tracker maybe, or page doesn't. Well, page it gives you coffers. So he's got 5 merchant guilds now, plus the pouch, that's 6 buys. Even buys a copper for the coffers. Summon this. And draw through here. Let's keep an eye on our discard. There's a copper pouch, 2 silvers in there, so 4 cards. There's a warrior down here. I think we want to leave that and set aside like a gear and a copper. So how much money do we have? This is 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 6 is 22. Could be 21 if we don't play all. If we set aside one of these coppers together with the gear, and we want to make some amount of buys. He's got 6 buys, right? So gotta watch out for that. I mean, we could summon like a dungeon. Well, actually, what I said is not true. He's got 7 buys because he's got pouch, 5 merchant guilds, and the normal buy that you get. So we gotta watch out for that. Like don't know if you need to summon a dungeon actually. Like we wanna buy like a province and then some small stuff. So in order to gain coffers. So I said we've got 5 buys, we've got 21 money, minus a province, leaves us with 13. Then we could summon once and then buy like pages. Let's set these aside. I didn't really count that out. So province plus summon is 13, and then we can buy 3 pages on top. So we only need to spend 4 coffers. There might also something to be said about gaining last merchant guild instead of summon here. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, it leaves 6 minstrels in the pile, but that's still 24, and he can't really draw his deck to pile that. So I think that's alright. Yeah, so 13 plus 6 is 19, so we need that. Well, actually I've got to be careful with these page buys, right? Because he could just pile those. But he's got 7 buys, so 1 more page is okay, and then let's get a tracker. Okay, this is a really nice opening hand. He's got the 2 dungeons in place, so he will be able to find quite some of the stuff that he needs. But I'm not sure how the gear split went, but I'm guessing it's like 6 for me and 4 for him. Because I've got more gears than he has, right? Like there's 1 2 3 4 5, and then we set 1 aside, so got 6 gears. And now we threaten to pile something because we've got lots of coffers and buys. I mean, could have also trashed some coffers with our page buys by spending more coffers last turn. That might have been a thing to do, but didn't really think about it in time. Yeah, but he can't get through his deck easily, can't draw up all this stuff, and doesn't even find a merchant guild here, so he should be in trouble. Maybe we can pile minstrels with a duchy on top. That would be 29, and we've got 22 coffers, so we just need to draw up our buys. Let's play the tracker first. Oh, we discarded the pouch. Don't think we can get around to that again. How many gears did we play? That's our 6th gear, right? So I think we want to set aside the down here. There's a warrior, a page, and a merchant guild. So I mean, we could also just buy like 5 provinces here, I guess. That's how much? 5 times 8, that's 40. And in this hand we have, I've got 4, 8, 14 plus 23, that's 37, so not quite enough, but 4 provinces will do, I guess. Then we would be at at 30, and he'd need 23, which is like 2 provinces and 4 duchies. That's 32. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's really hard for him to draw through. Anyway, let's set aside a copper and a province here. Oh, there's another gear. We've got 7 gears. Alright. So in our discard, what's in our discard? Pouch, gold, silver. So 2 coppers, 2 silvers, a gold and a pouch. It's in our discard. So we've got like 33% chance to just win if we draw here. Like worst case would be drawing 2 coppers. That would, like right now we have got 12. Just leave us with 39. So we might still be able to draw up some stuff here. So what do we could also buy like 4 provinces and duchy or something. I mean, we can also summon a dungeon or something in the case that we fail to draw here. Still, it leaves 4 bad cards on top. I'm not sure that's worth the risk. Yeah, that took a while. Okay, so we could be at 35. For provinces is 32. With a dungeon on top. Let's go for the 4 provinces thing. Needs 23 VP. Alright, I can top deck stuff. Forgot about that. So we can top deck a dungeon, that's pretty nice actually. And don't need copper buy. Let's keep all of this stuff. And this is a really nice opening hand again. He can't draw through. Goes for quad duchy, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we just need to hit double province. Oh, we have it already in hand, right? So no need to play on. We've got all these coffers. Okay. We tie it up 1-1. Find ourselves a new kingdom. And this one I will start again. Don't really need to remove this, but I do it anyway. Okay, so some familiar faces. It's page again, gear again, summon again. So kinda last game all over. Not really, but. So how do we want to start here? Research page or gear page? I mean, research, we draw at turn 3, then could make our page miss the shuffle. Gear as well though, right? At least after we played it. I'm gonna go with the research page. I said I didn't wanna scratch my head so much, so gotta keep to that now. Just do research page and then gear afterwards. Well, we can summon something here, I guess. Like summoning a gear. Could also summon a research. Yeah, let's summon a research. And then we can set aside. Well, if the page is in the bottom 2 cards, we don't actually want to do that. Let's summon a gear. Yeah, so the idea was to summon research and set lots of stuff aside, but that would have made us set aside our page in this case. The only extra gains on this board are like Smugglers and Count. So we can't actually build as big as we did on the last board. Did I? Yeah. So we do want Smugglers at some point. Gear is our draw again. Could also do something. Delayed draw with research, gaining treasures with hero. Might also be an option. So his stuff misses here. It's good for me. So we are gonna draw a copper here. And we'll have 3 coppers on top. Let's make the estates miss the shuffle. And buy another gear, I think. Could also be another page. We'll have 5 coppers and our treasure hunter in our deck after this, so let's buy another page. They both bottom deck, that's sad, but it's alright. We can summon again. Let's summon a gear, I guess. Hope to draw an estate here, so we can research it. Don't want to set aside, I would like to summon if possible. Yeah, so there's no estate to research. Okay, so could research a copper. Hope to draw one back up with the gear. If we don't, it's, well, it would really be nice to summon something here. Oh, we wanna get rid of the coppers also. Yeah, sure, let's set one aside. Here, well, actually here there's two estates in here. We could summon research. If it sets our hero aside, or warrior aside, that sucks, but it will also act as a village. Yeah, and just one more gears and the Smugglers also. Okay, set the treasure hunter aside. So we can summon again. Research this. Warriors down here. Let's summon more gears. So we'll be up to champion soon, and I guess we can just play a can't play the gear here, so let's set it aside. I mean, we can just play a single province thing, honestly. It's not like there will be a lot else to do. Like he'd need to cooperate. If you buy a smugglers, he'd need to also buy the nice stuff that we wanna gain. So, oh, ooh. Yeah, that's quite the hit there. Well, I think let's summon gear again and then go for province later. Once we've got a champion up. Actually, no, let's just province. Might be wrong, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, can't summon on at this point. Crashes one of our researches. So we might, like if we draw silver here, we can get another province. Not quite. So Well, this could be a count buy. Can gain us duchies. And here we don't want to trigger. Well, maybe we do. Yeah. We hit 7. Maybe I should have counted that out. Let's research a copper. Gain gold and another count maybe. Yeah, probably. I might have botched it with that province buy. That might have been a little too early. Let's gain duchy here. Don't know if I want to top deck. I want to get through to my champion first. I can top deck the gear, I suppose. That way I can set aside the champion. Well, actually, let's summon a gear. Might even consider summoning farming village, but I think gear is just better to have in the deck. Gets his champion out. Copper flip is helpful for me. So let's see if he goes for count as well here. That province buy was just premature, I think. Summoning something would have been better there for sure. Alright, it would be nice to hit province here. Let's set these two aside, play the gear, and hope we can draw up a copper. Maybe do. Also there's champion in this next hand. Set one of these aside and buy province. And well, I guess now we've got 2 counts to his 0 count, so it's still all okay. Because we can catch up that way. So play the champion, play some gears. We can research the silver, set some of this stuff aside. We'll have to gain 2 coppers that way. I think we want to do that. I think this is all junk. And by province. And here, yeah, we're in a good spot now. We can't buy that province, but he also can't catch up with like duchies because we've got the counts. So somehow I thought I was won in this game, then I thought I was lost, and now I just won again. Okay, we go up 2-1 and into our last game. Mix a new kingdom. Looks nice as well at first glance, and change this, and we're ready to go. Okay, so how do we start this? Could be Amulet, Armory. I think that's fine. Oh, he does the same thing. And here we can scout. And what do we want to gain with it? Could be a caravan, could be a ghost town. I think I will go for the caravan here. And scouting party this. Yeah, actually maybe. Oh, that's alright. Maybe you should have done this differently, seeing that this caravan will now trigger the shuffle. But it's alright. There's also Sentry, but if you don't get it really early, it kind of sucks. Armory is also the only additional gain. Well, no, that's not true. There's Artificer and there's Amulet silver gaining. But it's gonna be hard to draw up. Okay, so here we want the second amulet. Do we want to get it here? So we want to trash for sure. So this could be Ghost Town or second amulet. think I'd rather buy the second amulet and then Armory the Ghost Town, so it goes to hand. You can play it. Well, there will be three coppers in that next hand. Anyway, let's buy the amulet. Alright, yeah. That was not that. Yeah. See, this was not the right order to make these buys, because buying Ghost Town instead of Amulet there guarantees the Armory draw, and then we can just Armory for Ghost Town and buy an Amulet, so that was actually just the wrong order. Yeah, that wasn't the thing to do. But now we'll have to live with it. Let's hope to draw one of these amulets here. There it is, nice. Guess we can Armory for a Caravan. Trash here. And then we Scouting Party. And we need some more ghost towns now. It's got the double amulet going as well. He also bought a Sentry. Not sure it will help so much now. Did he buy it? Turn 5, alright. But it seems to have missed. So let's draw up first. Get to trash the estate, that's nice. And here we wanna buy a ghost town. Would be nice to get pageant as well at some point, like at here. That would have netted us the coffers, but I didn't see the opportunity yet. So the Sentry did find 2 coppers, which is nice for him. But I feel like at this point the Sentry is not as effective anymore. So how do we proceed from here? Just like Caravans. Get some Caravans in. Get some money in and green. So let's draw up first, trash here. I mean, maybe that wasn't the spot to trash, because we'll draw like 2 coppers, right? We would like to have 4 coins. Anyway, we can have 3, which can be a ghost town. Maybe can put a second armory on top and try to go hard for these caravans. Let's do that, I think. the Armories can gain us Caravans and secret passages and other stuff. There's a treasury. Okay, let's think about this for a bit. So, we could gain and draw up a silver here. Trash with the other amulet. Trash with this one. And I think we can gain an Artificer for 5. That sounds nice. Just put Caravans on top here. It's at least some form of additional gain, the Artificer. And if we have many Caravans, well, we have some cards to discard in our hand. Here we won't be able to play all of our terminals. So if we draw up to our Artificer, that can be one gain. Let's draw up first. I think we trash here. Well, I'm not so sure, because this might be a card we want for Artificer to discard, so actually let's take a coin. Okay, so there he is. So we can top deck a Caravan. Well, actually, let's play the Artificer first. I mean, we could top deck Caravan, play the Artificer, discard for like another Caravan, and then we can also gain a ghost town with that. I mean, doesn't have to be a ghost town, right? Well, we do want to play our terminals. Oh, that goes to the top of the deck. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Anyway, let's scout. Okay, so that didn't work as I thought it would, so Caravan gain would have been better there. Yeah, it's because of the instead of your discard pile, but Armory doesn't gain to discard pile but to top of deck, so this clause doesn't apply from Ghost Town. Oh, alright. He goes for Province. So I guess we can only play one of our terminals here. We also can't hit 8. Right? We don't want to play all these ghost towns, because we want one for our next turn. Well, actually we don't have lots of caravans in play now, so maybe we do want to play them all. We've got 4 here. Could put an amulet into play. So we can discard with Artificer. This could be a silver gain. Let's get Patient now. And need to follow him in provinces now. So I think he's more trash down than me, right? I've got like 4 coppers left, so he's out of coppers. Which means he has an easier time drawing. He also doesn't have all these ghost towns. I've got 2 armories to his 1, but not sure how much that is gonna help me. He's gonna buy a province here again, I think. I need to hope for him to dud. I had one turn where I top deck Ghost Town instead of the last Caravan, what was not the greatest choice, I think. Like, otherwise the Caravans would be 3 to 7, which seems like kind of a good thing for me. But anyway, let's draw up. Do want to get rid of this copper, I think. So here let's gain a secret passage on top. What do we put on the bottom of our deck? There's like a caravan in there, and an amulet, and a copper, and another silver, I think. We wanna find the silver. Could also, of course, gain one with this armory. But put this on the bottom. So this can be another secret passage. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Artificer. So this is enough for a province, right? Just gotta put this on top. Play this for coin. Yeah, the extra armory isn't doing a whole lot for me now, because I mean, I've got more caravans, but what do I draw with them? Ghost towns and armories. So that doesn't really do anything for me. So yeah, I'm not in a good spot in this game. The Sentry is kinda nice now, actually. Can discard the green stuff. It's also nice with secret passage, but it doesn't have any. Could gain them with his armory though. This turn we will draw well for Caravans to ghost towns out, and maybe we'll have to gain like estates with our armories later. We need him to miss province like once, but then he probably buys duchy. So we'd need to gain like 4 estates to overcome the duchy. Oh, he does miss and buys an Artificer. Alright. So I think we want to trash another copper. There's silver down there, right? So we want another silver. We want to trash one of these ghost towns we don't need. Well, no, actually, You wanna put them in play now, right? So we want like a silver, and more secret passages, I guess. And here, well, we can trash this copper. Do we want more silvers? I don't think so for now. Oh, didn't pay attention there. Just wasted the coffers. I had 9, but not gonna undo that now. Yeah, I had 9, so that was the coffers from Patient for me. That's what auto buy can do to you. Okay, so now feeling a bit better about my chances here, on the fact that he missed Province and then gained an Artificer. We'll have to see how it plays out. With enough secret passages in deck, I guess I can just put all my green on the bottom every turn and repeat that. Buys a Province. We'll take a coin here. Okay, so let's put this on the bottom. So actually, put this on the bottom. Repeat. Okay, so here you can just buy a Province and trash the copper. We could, let's do that. And then top deck 2 secret passages. Could even like gain a hack and play it. Don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not. The curse won't do a lot of damage. Anyway, let's just top deck 2 secret passages. he can't buy this province, right? Because we have two armories, and an artificer, so we can gain more green than he can. And I don't think he can discard 8 and then buy a province, right? No. Can't do that. So we might like Dutchy dance for a bit here. That's alright, I can deal. I think I can deal with the green better than he can. Just put it on top on the bottom every turn with the secret passages, then it's almost if it wasn't there. No, it's not. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but seems to be working fine at the moment anyway. So he's gonna go province duchy here. I think I should be able to beat that. Right. We need to find our silvers. Okay, now we have 8. We can play the Artificer, discard like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then play the Armories for the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain a duchy, a state, and province. Alright. So that's it for this series. Managed to win it 3-1. That was my last game in the tournament. Thanks to everybody who hosted, organized, and helped with this tournament. I'm excited to see the top 8, how they will be doing in the playoffs. So thank you everybody for listening and watching, and see you next time. Bye.